Hello, everyone, and welcome here to Ithaca, Wisconsin, an unincorporated town in southwestern Wisconsin, as the Randolph Rockets go on the road for Level 1 playoffs and take on the Ithaca Bulldogs. It's a 3-6 matchup. I'm Justin Schwartzman alongside Caleb Sauer. Caleb, you excited to be here?
Yeah, excited to be here. We're back. Friday Night Lights. Normally we're on Jeff's live streams. We're here tonight on Radio Plus Sports in this WIAA Division 7 Level 1 playoffs.
It should be an intense matchup here tonight. I mean, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's do or die, Caleb.
Yeah, no, it really is. I mean, you come here on the road and you got to win. Playoff time, every game matters. If you don't win, you go home, and your season's over, especially for all these seniors out there. Randolph's got a couple of seniors on this team, and they're going to be hoping to stay alive here and make a deep run in this playoffs. I know we had talked to the coach of the Randolph Rockets, Coach Tom Chase, and he was kind of surprised with the seed they got.
Yeah, we had that player showcase the other night, and, I mean, coming off a tough loss they had at the end of the year to Johnson Creek, who ended up winning the conference and getting a 2 seed, who they could end up playing next week.
Right.
I mean, 43-42, they led almost the entire game, according to Coach Chase, and it's just a tough loss. You'll hear about it on Jeff's interview. Jeff did an interview for us. We'll roll that at some point for today. But, Caleb, we almost missed this place.
Yeah, no, Ithaca, Wisconsin here. We're over Richland Center area, and, yeah, there's not much to this town, but a good football school for sure.
Yeah, nice little backdrop we had here. We saw some deer a little bit earlier out in the field. I mean, it's beautiful tonight. Good, nice weather.
Yeah, hill country and farm country as well. A lot of trees, a lot of rolling hills, a lot of farmland. Good place to be on a Friday night.
I mean, I had a chance to talk to Tom Chase a little bit afterwards because I wanted to get a little bit of figure out what about this Randolph team, because I hadn't seen Randolph play yet this year. Obviously, Jeff has, and I think Radio Plus has covered a game or two, too, but I have not seen them play. I've done a lot of Laconia and Mayville and those guys, and we have a lot of different games going on Radio Plus tonight, but this, to me, is an unbelievable place. I like this. Like, you got kind of like Oakfield. You got that little baseball field on the left.
Yeah, it's a good setup we got going here.
The fans are right on top of the field. It's a nice way to see. It's a nice way to watch a football game.
It definitely is. And again, we're in Division 7, so a little bit lower enrollment numbers. So that's going to mean a little bit lower team size, but that's also going to mean a lot of these players are playing both ways tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we'll get into that at some point. Obviously, we're going to have some stats. We're going to run through those at all. So we got about 23 minutes until I'm guessing when they do the national anthem and stuff. So that's what the clock says in front of me. You obviously see the couple coaches talking to the officials right now, and Randolph actually hit some traffic on the way here, and they ended up being a little late.
Yeah, they took the Madison route, and they hit the rush hour traffic basically. Yeah. So Madison, obviously, pretty popular place, a lot going on there. So they hit traffic. They're a little bit late, but they're here now, and they're getting ready to go.
For all the other people tuning in, we got Jeff is over at Highland, which is just down the road in Spring Green. For 8-man, Oakfield takes on undefeated Highland. Oakfield lost the last game of the season to Elkhart Lake, so they're trying to keep their playoff hopes and maybe get it done as a 4 seed, but they got to do it on the road all the time.
Yeah, they got to go on the road to the number 1 seed. And I believe there's only 16 teams that made that playoff. And so they're seeded 1 through 16.
Just like Randolph's going to have to go on the road the entire time as well. I mean, it's tough coming in as a 6 seed and coming into a place like this. A small school, obviously, but you can see the fans are packed in here nice and tight. They're right up on the field, right up on the Ithaca sidelines. But, I mean, again, you get both teams that have players that play both ways almost the entire game.
Yeah.
And you don't see that a whole lot. I mean, obviously, we're in a smaller division, watching a smaller division game, but this is going to make things difficult tonight. I mean, it's not like the nice thing is that it's not a warm night. Guys probably aren't going to cramp up because it's pretty cold, which actually, if you listen to the show we had on Wednesday night, a bunch of the Randolph players were talking about drinking pickle juice before the games.
Yeah, so we had the Jeff's live streams prep showcase basically for football. We also had one for volleyball, so you can check that out on our channel and listen to the volleyball coaches and players from the area as well as the football coaches and players. We had those 2 separate nights. You can go back and listen to some of that, but yeah, that was a cool thing. Just hearing insights from those Randolph players, and they're proud of the season they've had so far, but they're not done, and they want to keep going. They want to make a deep run, it sounds like.
All right, so we're going to step aside here on RP Sports. We're going to come back. We're going to give you some stats. We'll talk about the Randolph Rockets and the Ithaca Bulldogs after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in the playoffs. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter.
Welcome back here to Ithaca. Forgot to mention this. I got a coach's interview with Coach Tom Green, so we're going to send it over to this on RP Sports right about now.
Welcome back here to the Home and Auto pregame show. Joining me now on the show is the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, head coach Tom Chase. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
We are excited for this opportunity to cover the Randolph Rockets here in Level 1 and to follow you through the entire WIAA playoffs. So it should be pretty exciting. We've had a chance to see you guys play, and we know that the Rockets will battle the entire time that they're out there. So let's give a quick recap of how your last game went here last week, if you can share that with us.
Yeah, we sure can. You know, we played Johnson Creek, and they were a very, very good football team. They were ranked 7th in state at the time. And, you know, we were up for the challenge. Our kids played really well. In the first 12 minutes of the game, probably couldn't have went any better for us as we scored on our first drive. And then we had 2 onside kicks that we recovered, and we were ahead 16-0 at the end of the first quarter, and Johnson Creek never had the ball. And so it couldn't have been any better because they're so explosive. Obviously, they scored, so it was 16-7 at halftime. We kind of traded touchdowns back and forth, and then we scored in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left and went up by 9. It was 42-33, and Crick, to their credit, did a great job using their 2-minute offense on the sideline, and were able to score with about 1:14 left to make it a 2-point game, and then they recovered the onside kick. They moved it down the field, and they have a great kicker, and he kicked a field goal on the last play of the game from 35 yards out. Probably would have been good from 50. He's a good kicker. So it was a walk-off win for them. Very, very heartbreaking for our kids, coaches, and obviously all the families and the community, because we played with one of the best teams in the state. We were right there. We had a chance to beat them. And, one play goes our way differently, and we walk out of there with a co-conference champ. And so we had to do a little bit of mending this week early, but in life sometimes throws you some tough things. You just got to handle it, and you got to move forward. So we're focusing on Ithaca now, and hopefully we can play well against them.
Well, you got to be very proud of the fact that your offense puts up 42 points. I mean, that's incredible against a ranked team in the state.
Yeah, I was very happy with them, and, we took care of a few opportunities that we were able to do and scored on a couple long plays, which gave us an advantage on a couple of things. So it was very, very good. And defensively, we played pretty good for the most part. They're just really, really explosive, and they do a really good job as well. So we had a tough time stopping them in the second half.
So let's talk a little bit about how things turned out with the seeding. It happens to be that Johnson Creek is also in your bracket. So talk a little bit about how the seeding all turned out, and what do you know about some of the other teams, as well as where you guys ended up seeding?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you a little bit. It was a couple of years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago now, the WIAA went to electronic seeding with a lot of input from the Coaches Association. And so it's all done by computer now, and it's something that you cannot appeal. And so when the rankings here, just say the pairings came out, we were a little disappointed because I thought we were going to be the 4 or 5 seed. I was hoping to get a home game. If we would have beaten Johnson Creek, we probably a 2 or 3 seed and playing at home. And I did also reach out to the WIAA, and again, taking nothing away from Cambria, but we beat them head to head, and they ended up with a 4 seed, and a head to head is usually one of the tiebreakers. And it came down to 0.07 of a percentage point of where Cambria was ahead of us due to other things like strength of schedule and that kind of thing. And obviously they finished with a 6-3 record. They won one of their non-conference games, and we lost both of ours. And so that had a little bit to do with it. So instead of us hosting at home somebody, we got a 6 seed. We're on road. We're going to Ithaca. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, and I can't question. I know there's a lot of people out there that probably might question the seed, whether it's in Randolph or other places. I think Potosi is playing, I think Blackhawk in the southwestern part of the state, and they just played for the conference title, but they're playing again. And so, there are certainly some people that have questions about how it works, and I get that. And as myself as well, as we certainly would have liked to have a home game, but now we're traveling. So, and as far as some of the other teams, and I think our conference of Trailways is the teams that are in are as strong as they ever been. I really think that Lourdes has a really nice chance to beat Crivets. I think that's what they play. Johnson Creek obviously plays Royal. And if we both win, we'll play each other again. And certainly our kids are really hoping for that. Get another chance, if I can use that term, I guess. Cambria plays Hillsborough. And I think Cambria is just a big physical team, and I think they have a shot possibly to win too as well. So I think all of our teams have a good chance at possibly moving forward to level 2.
And that's what I looked at too. I'm one of those that question that because of the head-to-head win over Cambria. So I definitely would. And a 1-point loss moves you from which could have been the 2 seed, which was what Johnson Creek is, to the 6 seed, just as was strange to me on how the computer kicks that out. But you're right. You still have to beat every team in the bracket to get to state. So it doesn't matter if you're the 1 seed or if you're the 8 seed, you still have to win.
Yeah. And you're right about that. And number one, it's fun to get in the playoffs, obviously, but it's always nice to play somebody outside of your conference right away. And so that we have a little bit different, somebody different that we can prepare for. And even though we got to travel, it's something that our kids are looking forward to. And, I told the kids too, this is a long time ago. And it was probably about, I don't know, maybe 2000. It was 2007 when I was coaching at WIAA, and we had a bunch of injuries right at the end of the year. And we started 4-0 in a conference, and we ended up losing our last 3 conference games. Our whole backfield was out with injuries. And so we had all JV kids playing. We got 1 or 2 of them back, but we had an 8 seed. And ironically, we went to Partyville that year, and they had a really good running back. And we ended up beating them as an 8 seed. And then we ran into La Crosse Aquinas. That was the eventual state champ. But, it's just a number. When you take a look at the pairings, it's a number. And we know it's a number. We know if we play well and we don't make mistakes that we have a shot. And so that's what we have to do. We have to move the football, and we have to score. And that's one of the things we've been doing well lately in the last 7 weeks, is that when we traditionally get down inside the 15-yard line, we normally find a way to score. There's not too many times that we've been turned away inside the red zone, I guess if you want to use that term. So, we have to have those good, long, time-consuming drives, and then we have to finish. And we've been able to do that in the last 7 games. That's something I'm pretty proud of our kids for. So we'll see. We'll see what happens Friday.
Yeah, talk to me about what you have noticed so far with your scouting of Ithaca.
They're a physical team. They're a good team. They're 9-0. They're conference champs, obviously, in their conference over there. They played some good teams. They beat Bangor, which is obviously a very traditionally strong team. They beat them, I think it was 14-10. They played Cashton really tight, and Cashton is usually a pretty good team as well. And so they're going to run a wing T type offense most of the time. They got a good good fullback, I should say. He's rushed for over, I think, 1,100 yards. Their halfback is a really talented athlete. I think he might be one of their better athletes. Number 8, he's really good. They get him the ball in space, and he's also a very active player on defense. He might be one of their best players on defense, and they move him around a little bit to try to create an advantage with him. And they have a number 11. I don't know the names, I'm sorry, but very good receiver that they have, and they'd like to get him the ball, and they throw it. They're going to get the ball to him. So we have to make sure our coverages are good in the back end and the different coverages that we're jumping into. We've got to be able to limit them because they're very good rushing football teams. We have to be able to slow them down enough where we can stay with them, and then hopefully we have a chance in the end. So very, very good football team, very well-coached football team. So hopefully it turns out to be a really good football game.
And their defense?
Defensively, we've seen 3 different looks from them, actually. So traditionally, I think we're going to see a 3-4 against them. We've seen them in a 3-5 or a 3-3 stack, as we like to call it. And sometimes they'll actually morph into a 4-3 or a 4-2-5 type look as well. And again, our offensive line rules are real simple. Hopefully, that shouldn't give us a problem. Our slots have simple rules for different fronts that we have. So whatever they give us, we hopefully should be okay as long as we have to match their physicality. And the times that we've lost this year, the physicality of the other teams has been a little bit more than us. And so we have to be able to match that to be able to stay with them. Hopefully we can.
Coach, I'm really looking forward to tonight's contest here. We've seen the Rockets several different times, and I'm really looking forward to how competitive this game is going to be. So I want to thank you again for taking the time here, for joining us here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'd like to thank the community of Randolph and the administration, school, all the players and all the kids in school for the support. It's really a special place to coach, and I just feel very, very fortunate for the opportunity.
Thanks again for taking the time here. This has been the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase, joining us here on the Home and Auto pregame show. We'll be back after these messages here on Radio Plus.
Quarter of Randolph Rockets Athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance, needs, and features. You'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballwig Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it. Stop by Ballwig Implement, Waupun, or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Planning.
Welcome back here to the Home and Auto pregame show on Radio Plus. Caleb, we got some stats coming at you, but we were talking a little bit about this before. I mean, just we're getting packed here for such a little small town.
Yeah, no, everyone's coming in here. Even Randolph's showing, got a couple fans here. And, yeah, Ithaca's got the bleachers packed. I mean, there's sets of bleachers, and they're right on the sideline, which is cool. I mean, they're interacting. They can interact with the players a little bit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to have a good environment here. It's probably about 50 degrees, and we're going to get ready for kickoff here in about 5 minutes.
I don't see a flag, so I can't tell you which way the wind's blowing, but I'm going to give you some I can't see that far. It doesn't look like there's any wind.
Nope.
So, give you some stats for Randolph. Your starting quarterback today will be Levi Cook with he's played 4 games, 16 completions, 29 attempts, 55% completion rating, with 188 yards, 6.5 yards an attempt, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a 69.3 passer rating. Your leading running back will be Ben Paul, 140 attempts, 832 yards, 5.9 yards an attempt, 16 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 6 two-point conversions made, and 92 yards a game. And then Levi Wiersma comes in, 27 carries, 414 yards, 15 yards an attempt, 4 touchdowns and 82.8 yards a game. He's only played 5 games, but that's fantastic, Caleb.
Yeah, that's really good.
Receiving, Nick Miedema. We didn't mention this. Nick Miedema's 6'6". I mean, you find that guy on the outside. It is not a lot of corners even in Division I, Division 7. It doesn't matter. No corners 6'7".
It's going to cause some matchup problems, and I think it has all year long.
And speaking of that, he's got 23 catches for 318 yards, 13 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions made, and 39 yards per game. And then Levi Wiersma with 9 catches, 87 yards, 9.7 yards a catch, 1 two-point conversion made, and 21 yards per game. Your defensive leaders for the Rockets. Your total tackle leader is Xander Padilla with 73. Your actual tackle leader, solo tackles, Ben Paul with 31. And 34 assisted tackles, 65 total tackles. And Levi Cook with 16 tackles, 15 assisted tackles, and 31 total tackles. So it's a big drop-off there, Caleb.
Yeah, it really is. So there's definitely a couple of key players on that team that they're going to be trusting tonight.
All right, we're going to send it over to Caleb. He's got the Ithaca stats going into tonight.
Yeah, the starting quarterback's going to be number 12, Keegan Jones. He's only a junior for Ithaca, and he's put up some big numbers this year. 53 completions on 75 attempts for a 70% completion percentage. 831 yards on the year, 11 yards per attempt, 12 touchdowns on the year, 92 yards per game, and only 1 interception for a 141 QB rating. I mean, what do you think about that for a high school?
We talked about this. If you have above 100 in high school, it's unbelievable. And having 141, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. They're going to rely on him tonight. Their leading rusher is number 22, Wyatt Hilby. 9 games played so far this year, 120 attempts, 1,032 yards on the ground, 8.6 yards per attempt, 17 touchdowns on the year, 1 two-pointer as well, 114.7 rush yards per game.
And again, it's like, I mean, we see that a lot in the Flyweight Conference, but 114 yards a game is fantastic.
Yeah, along with 17 touchdowns. Yeah. I mean, Paul has 16 for Randolph, so we're going to be looking at the battle of running backs here tonight, I think, too.
Yep.
They're also led by number 8, Wesley Nelson, who has 73 attempts on the year, 449 yards, 6.2 yards per attempt, 5 touchdowns on the year, a fumble, 49.9 yards per game on the ground. On the receiving side of things, we are led by number 11, Channing Brown. 9 games played, 31 receptions, 566 yards, 18.3 yards per attempt, 8 touchdowns on the year, 62 yards per game. Then they also have number 8, Wesley Nelson. 8 games played, 12 receptions, 185 yards, 15.4 yards per reception, 3 touchdowns on the year, 23 yards per game. On the defensive side of things, Ithaca is led by number 22, Wyatt Hilby. Solo tackles on the year, 25. Assisted, 38, making that a total of 63 tackles. 5 for loss. 2 forced fumbles on the year. And 2 pass deflections. They're also led by number 71, Cody Burns. 9 games played, 27 solo tackles, 29 assisted. 56 total tackles, 24 tackles for loss. 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He just sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Wow, those are some good defensive numbers. They also had number 21, Nolan Waldner. 28 tackles, 20 assisted tackles, 48 total tackles, 21 tackles for loss, 6 sacks as well. 2 fumble recoveries, 2 forced fumbles, and a block kick.
I mean, overall sack numbers, the most sacks on this Randolph team is 2 with Mick Medema. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, they had 1 with 6, 1 with 7, 1 with 5, 1 with 2. So they have a good defensive front, it sounds like. On the kicking side of things, they are going to be relying on Baltazar Kaiser, the foreign exchange student, who is 32 for 35 on extra points so far this year.
That's pretty good. I mean, so they're going to run the national anthem here. So we're going to step aside on RP Sports, run a couple ads. We'll come back with the starting lineups and kickoff here from Ithaca on RP Sports.
To build, whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home. At home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here on RP Sports. We're going to give you some starting lineups. I'll give you the Randolph Rockets for both sides of the ball. Starting running back and defensive end, number 1, Levi Wiersma. Starting running back slash defensive back, Ashton Fua. Starting defensive back, Jared Bowalda, number 3. Number 9, quarterback and defensive back, Levi Cook. Where are we at here? Tight end slash defensive end, number 11, Mason Gorsuch. Wide receiver slash defensive end, 6'6", 194 pounds. We talked about it. Nick Miedema. Defensive back starting Caden Momanyi. for those fans in the chat, we did not get a clarification on how to say that name. Please put it in there.
Yeah,
because
please let us know.
I would love to know how to say that. And junior, number 21, starting on both sides of the ball, running back and linebacker Ben Paul. An offensive lineman, number 51, Luke Wood. An offensive lineman, number 53, Tress McConnell. An offensive lineman, defensive lineman, number 55, Xander Padilla. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Tyler Barr. And an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Elijah Herpel. Caleb, give me the Ithaca Bulldogs.
For Ithaca, number 55, Houston Garcia Boland, offensive line and linebacker. Number 8, Wesley Nelson, running back and defensive end. Number 11, Channing Brown, wide receiver and defensive back. Number 12, Keegan Jones is the quarterback. Number 13, Caden Keller, defensive back. Number 21, Nolan Waldner, tight end and linebacker. Number 22, Wyatt Hilby, running back and linebacker. Number 23, Liam Rowan is a linebacker. Number 57, Devin Ime, offensive lineman. Number 34, Ethan Berkram, tight end and linebacker. Number 56, Isaiah Farjan, linebacker. Number 60, Caden Coleman, offensive line, defensive end. Number 68, Mac Neef, offensive lineman. Number 71, Cody Burns, offensive and defensive lineman.
And Balthazar Kaiser, your kicker. And he will kick things off today. Back to return for the Rockets. It'll be Jared Powalta and Ashton Fua. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a different one. Which one we got?
Channing Brown.
Channing Brown to kick off. So here we go. We're underway in Ithaca with playoff football. Kick to Ben Paul, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, pretty good kick there, line drive, I'd say, and not able to field that one. So that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and Randolph is going to be starting here at the 20-yard line.
So we're going to start with this Randolph offense. I mean, they have been fantastic lately. They put up 3 straight games with 50 points, and then they put up 42 on a very good Johnson Creek team last year in a loss. But we'll see what they can do today against this Ithaca defense.
Yeah, they've got a special offense, and they've proved it all year long. But Ithaca defense, I mean, they're spread out, and they get to some quarterback pressures.
So Levi Cook in the shotgun. Oh, actually, we might have Wildcat here. We do have a Wildcat. Running up the middle right there is number 21, Ben Paul. Little Wildcat formation. And he picks up about 4, maybe 5. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, starting the game off in a little Wildcat, maybe trying to catch this Ithaca team off balance.
And this is, I mean, we cover a lot of flyway football, so we see a lot of the wing tee. This is a little bit different. It's a little bit different style.
It is, yeah. This is the tight shotgun, I'd say. Yeah. Tight spread.
Ben Paul still in at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, gives it an end around to the outside. That time it was number 9, Levi Cook.
Oh, he's not down.
And he's not down, but they blew the whistle. But it is a first down, nonetheless. A first down for the Randolph Rockets. Good start to their first drive, all the way down to their own 30.
Yeah, I really like that play call there. There's a lot of misdirection going on in the Wildcat formation. Fake the handoff up the middle. You had the motion man coming around, and it was just a nice counterplay.
So Ben Paul still in at quarterback. Ashton Fua set up in a kind of pistol style, maybe offset a little bit behind him. Hands to Fua up the middle, and he is wrapped up immediately right there by number 21, Nolan Waldner on the stop. A tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Waldner is he's their man on defense. And he stopped them right there. There was nothing doing on that play.
Line, and he's not the biggest of kids.
No, definitely not. But he's got the attitude, and he seems scrappy enough to be able to get it done.
2 receivers left, and a count of a wing tee to the right-hand side. Paul in the shotgun. Fua shifts over to the left. Cook comes in motion. It's a read option play. Ben Paul goes up the middle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, keeps pushing, picks up all the way to make it about a 3rd and 8, maybe a 3rd and 9.
Interesting formations they've been having here tonight.
So we were told that Levi Cook was going to be the starting quarterback tonight. And he has not received a snap in the shotgun.
Right, yeah, that's a little bit different than I was expecting. Yeah. I think everyone was expecting, even Ithaca. I'm sure they're surprised as well.
Trying to change things up. Nick Miedema split out left. Paul in the shotgun, Ashton Fua to his left. Motion across, hand off to Fua up the middle. He cuts around, bounces it back up the middle. I think he's maybe a half a yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1, maybe 4th and inches. We'll see what the call is here. Maybe they go for it, maybe they don't. It's early in the game, so I wouldn't.
With only 1 yard to go, I'd say go for it.
Yeah. Maybe a tush push.
But again, yeah, it's the playoffs, so every down matters and every drive matters.
Every inch matters,
yes.
too. We saw that last week in Mayville. Every inch mattered.
Yep.
Elmira was about 3 inches short on a 4th down late in the game. In the shotgun, it's a QB sneak up the middle off the right side, and he'll get the first down. Does Ben Paul. And the Randolph Rockets get all the way down to their own 44 and pick up a first down.
Yeah, he was able to get the first down and then some. Got a couple extra yards on the play, and Randolph Rockets here having a good drive. They're eating some time, and they're driving the ball, picking up yards.
0-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard with 8:35 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time too here, trying to eat clock and control the game that way.
Yep. Ben Paul still at quarterback. Miedema outs left, along with Bowalda. Ashton Fua shifts over to the right side of Ben Paul. Could have been offsides call, don't get it, but Fua goes up the middle and picks up about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Still have yet to see a pass attempt here, which is it's kind of different, I think, for Randolph.
They gave him 3 there, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Cook split out right, Miedema to the left, along with Levi Wiersma. Wiersma comes in motion, gets the handoff from Ben Paul, following his blockers around the right-hand side, gets back to the line of scrimmage, falls forward for picking up about 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd and about 4, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, Wiersma just had his hand on his teammate there and was just kind of pushing him along, and it's nice to have a lead blocker like that, too.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Yep, just trying to foul Ashton Fua along the block. It was a good read, but they had all the blockers out there. Just good contain right there from the Ithaca Bulldogs defense. One receiver split out right. Levi Wiersma goes in motion to the right side. 2 receivers split out left. That's Bowalda and Mason Gorsuch. Ben Paul in the shotgun. Wiersma comes in motion. He gets the handoff to the left side. He slips and falls and loses about 3. And this time, I think the Randolph Rockets will have to punt.
Yeah, he just slipped on the play. I think he would have been able to get a couple yards. I don't know about the first down, but he would have had a couple more yards, and it would have made it close. He just lost his footing when he was trying to turn there.
Nick Miedema to punt for the Rockets on 4th and 7. Back to receive. Can't see a number.
17 maybe?
I think it's
11?
Channing Brown. It's a pretty good punt, a good roll right there. Rolls all the way down just about to the 15-yard line. Good punt from Nick Miedema to pin him back and deep into their own territory.
You got the Randolph roll there and able to get, 20 yards after it bounced maybe.
Oh, for sure. They probably bounced at about the 30, 35, and it got a good roll to it. So now we're going to get to see this Ithaca Bulldogs offense. And from what we saw from the stats, it doesn't matter whether they're rushing or passing. It seems they're very effective this year.
Yeah, they're dynamic and spread the ball around, and a lot of rushing touchdowns on the year.
So coming out, looks to be a wishbone formation. Tegan Jones under center. There's a handoff up the middle, and he's met right away by that Rockets defense. I believe in there was number 1 and number 66. So Tyler Ball and Levi Wiersma in on the tackle, and it's maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this might be one of those games where it might be defensive dominant, to be honest with you.
So it's still 2nd and 10, probably a long 9. Gained maybe a half a yard there. 2 receivers split out left. Jones under center. It's the handoff, cuts it back up the middle, and he's met again by a number of Rockets right there. And on the tackle for the Randolph Rockets is number 2, Ashton Fua. And it's a gain of about 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 5.
Yeah, we heard Fua's name a lot so far tonight. Was he one of the ones that was at the prep showcase?
He was one of the ones at the prep showcase.
Do you remember who else was there?
Yes. Miedema.
Okay.
Cook. Wiersma. And Herpel.
Cool.
Yeah. So in the shotgun here, 2 running backs to each side. Looking long. He's got a man downfield. It's nice throw and a wonderful catch right there. That's number 13. Caden Keller over the shoulder. What a great throw from number 12, Keegan Jones. Put it in only a spot where his player could catch it.
Yeah, really. I mean, that was a good catch. A good pass as well. Kind of caught Randolph on edge there. They were kind of shifting in motion on trying to get set on the defensive side of things. And they just couldn't get ready when the ball was snapped.
Our 21, Nolan Walder, brings in the play. Coming out in that wishbone formation once again. Now I might be able to see running back numbers here. It's a pitch to the outside. Going around the edge is number 22. Stiff arms a man. He's got the lane. Down the sideline. Good contain and brought out of bounds right there by number 20. Caden Momeni. But what a run right there by number 22, Wyatt Hill to be. And that's what we heard. I mean, that's what we saw. He's got the stats, and it was about a 22-yard run to pick up the first down. And this Bulldogs team is driving.
Yeah, that's a good run there, and it's just one of those chunk plays that really boosts your drive and gets your confidence going early for Ithaca.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Keegan Jones. He'll be in the backfield. Jones gets the snap, hands to Hilby. He cuts left, bounces it outside. He's met at the edge by the corner, and he still pushes forward for about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, he just kind of just bouncing off defenders right now, breaking tackles.
It's just arm tackles I don't think are going to bring this guy down.
No, definitely not. And that's kind of what we talked about too. Randolph's defense has given up points this year. They have.
Yep.
They've been led by their offense.
They had a couple week stretch actually where I think they actually had back-to-back shutouts, and then they lost. They gave up 43 last week to a very good Johnson Creek team, but there's a flag on the play. I think we had 12 men in the huddle.
It must be, yeah. So substitution infraction.
So that'll be a loss of 5. It'll go down to 2nd and 11.
And Ithaca number 13 went past the numbers and did not enter play, basically. Yep. So he entered the field of play, didn't enter the huddle, but he went past the numbers too far and wasn't a part of the snap, basically. Yep. So that's going to be a 5-yard delay.
So in NFL terms, they call that too many men in the huddle.
Right.
The 12 men in the huddle.
Right, pretty much.
It's a little more explained in high school. So 2nd and 11, 3:57 to go in the first quarter on the New Medical Center scoreboard at 0-0. Jones
Randolph.
Go ahead.
Randolph defense looking to step up here and make a play.
Jones in the shotgun, hands it off up the middle. Cuts around to the outside, breaks a couple tackles. He's still going. Picks up the first down. The ball's loose on the ground. Whistle was blown. They're saying he's down. Good run right there by number 6, or number 8, I believe, Wesley Nelson.
Good run. I think he was down in the play. Whistle was blown. Officials kind of on top of the situation. Obviously, Randolph fans hoping that
as of right
it was
now,
a fumble.
They're not giving him the first down. They're saying it'll be 3rd and inches. I thought he was a little bit farther ahead, so it'll be 3rd and inches. I think this is 2-down territory no matter what.
Yeah, I think you're deep enough, and at this point in the game, it's looking like a defensive battle.
Yep.
So you're going to take points where you can get them.
Jones comes out under center. He'll be Nelson in the backfield. Goes to Nelson up the middle, and Nelson picks up the first down after he couldn't get it before. Picks up about 6, all the way down to about the 28, maybe 29-yard line of the Rockets, and the Bulldogs are driving.
This is kind of what the numbers have told us so far about Ithaca. They have Hilby, he's their lead back, and then they kind of spread it around from there, and they have kind of a spread-out rushing attack.
And we have a Rocket down right now. I believe that's Xander Padilla. So we're going to step aside on RP Sports. We hope he's all right. We'll be back after these messages.
Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance.
Welcome back on RP Sports. 3:30 to go. Pitch outside. It's Hilby. He cuts along the outside, tries to get wrapped up by Miedema, and another Rocket meets him there and pushes him back. In on the tackle right there was number 30, I believe, actually. Is that right? Yeah, 30. I don't have it marked down here, but it's Paxton DeJager.
Randolph kind of had that play sniffed out from the start, and not able to get him in the backfield, but they'll take the gain there of only 3 yards.
Want to keep him to as minimal as possible here.
Go ahead and put some stuff, too, in the YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for.
If there's some Rockets fans having a watch party and a timeout used by the Bulldogs head coach, we'll step aside on RP Sports. We'll be back after these messages in about 60 seconds.
A combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun. You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more. You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Welcome back. Tim just missed a play there, but was trying to finish up that ad that I messed up before. But number 1 in on the tackle there, I think that's Levi Wiersma, right? Levi Wiersma with a tackle for loss, and now it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it was a great play by him. I mean, he knew it was a run and got in the backfield quickly.
Coming out in the shotgun, 2 receivers right. Keegan Jones rolls out right, looking downfield. Still looking downfield. He's kind of got nowhere to go, and he throws it along the sidelines and making the catch right there. Another great catch right there was Caden Keller. And I don't think he had enough for the first down, but another fantastic catch from Caden Keller.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw that one out of bounds, to be honest with you, and I thought he was. I kind of missed the end of that catch there. But
yep, but it'll be 4th and 3 now, and I believe the Bulldogs are going to go for it.
Yeah, they have Beltizer, was it, the kicker? And he's been good for extra points. We don't have the field goal numbers.
It should be on there.
But he's done really well on extra points, 32 of 35.
Rolling out right goes Keegan Jones. Quick pass, dropped in the flats, and the Rockets get a stop on 4th down with the Bulldogs driving. You couldn't ask for a better finish to that drive for the Randolph Rockets.
Big break there for them. Able to get off the field without giving up any points. They bent a little bit, gave up some yards, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you don't give up any points.
You got your stat sheet somewhere? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's on here somewhere. I know it is. There we go. He has not attempted a field goal, and he has not made a field goal.
So just extra points.
Yep. So there's Rockets offense trying to get things going once again with 1:50 left in the first quarter on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Paul still in at quarterback. Miedema way out right. Paul in the shotgun. Cook comes in motion. He goes around the outside. He's got a whole lot of blockers. Cuts around the outside of the field and gets swarmed by a couple of Bulldogs right there. In on the tackle, I believe, is number 24. Picks up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So Cook getting that one.
Got Penny Clary saying Coach Clary's in the press box. Wife and Coach Clary's on the field. Mom, go Bulldogs.
That's awesome. Yeah, glad you're able to watch, and that's cool.
So in the shotgun goes Ben Paul once again. Wiersma comes in motion. Handoff goes outside. Breaking a tackle right there was number 3, Jared Bawalda, but he is only able to pick up about 3. It'll still be 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 2 probably, maybe 4.
Yeah, less than a minute here in this first quarter. Still scoreless.
Yeah, and I mean, the Rockets took up a lot of time in their drive. They just didn't have a real big drive. And just a great drive from Ithaca to not score any points.
Right, yeah, Randolph's defense holding them strong here in this one.
Ball in the shotgun, Fu to his left. Late substitution on the field. Paul trying to go around the outside, and he is smoked right there. That was number 23 on the tackle. He was a late substitution coming on the field, Liam Rowan, and he smoked Ben Paul.
And I think that played a part of it. He was late, so no one knew he was coming on the field. He was basically unblocked on that, and it was a loud hit. I mean, I heard all that. You could hear the plastic hit there.
So 4th and 4, Rockets to punt, but I think they're going to take it to the end of the first quarter here. They don't have to snap this ball.
Yeah.
Miedema's kind of looking over at the officials. He's saying, nope. So 5 seconds, and there will be a punt at the start of the second quarter. And a 0-0 tie on the New Medical Center scoreboard after quarter 1. We'll step aside, maybe give you a couple recap of what's going on elsewhere on Radio Plus. We'll be back on RP Sports after this.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in the playoffs. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner-Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter. Otherwhere on Radio Plus, the Mayville Cardinals lead the Waupun Warriors 7-0 in the first quarter. And a punt, good punt from Miedema, gets it all the way down to about the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs, and they will have really good field position to start a drive.
Yeah, this is going to be the best field position of the day for Ithaca as well as either team, really. Randolph hasn't had good field position either, so Randolph's D is going to have to come up big and stop them on another drive here after their offense has come up short. They're 0 for 2 on the day for drives. Ithaca only had one drive and failed on 4th down and turned it over to Randolph.
Under center, hands off the middle to Wesley Nelson, and he powers forward and picking up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, nice little gain there. I mean, they just ran up the middle and kind of got over. Randolph front kind of got overpowered and pushed back on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Rockets' 48-yard line. Rockets, they could really use a 3-and-out here.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they got a lot of players that play both ways. They want to try to – there's a reason that they try to take as much clock off when they snap the ball.
Right. They want to keep their defense off the field and score points.
Handoff goes to Hilby up the middle. He's met at the line, but he still powers forward and gets the first down, but the ball's loose. And the Rockets stripped it out, and they got it back. The Randolph Rockets stripped the ball and got it back at their own 46, and they will get the ball for offense. What a play.
Yeah, just what you're talking about. Randolph needs to make a stop and go 3 and out, and right there they do. They're able to.
I'm interested to see what they're calling here. I think they're saying that maybe he was down for
flag on the
forward
play.
progress. There is a flag on the play.
It looks like that's going to go against Randolph.
Yeah. Face mask.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Didn't look like Coach Chase seems too thrilled about that call, but
that's
a
face
tough
mask
call. And the Rockets, when you just thought you got the ball back, you give up. I think it was face mask is
15.
15 or 10 in high school.
Yeah.
It's 15, yeah.
Yep.
So 15, and now you're down all the way down to your own 34 or 33-yard line, and the Bulldogs are driving once again.
It would have been a big turnover for Randolph, but instead they're going to be stuck in their own territory here.
Keegan Jones under center. Up the middle to Wesley Nelson, and he's met at about a gain of 3, maybe 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing I've seen from this Ithaca team is whoever's running the ball, they kind of just bounce off the first player that hits them, and they don't necessarily always fall forward, but they always either go sideways or a little bit forward, yeah.
And they really seem to, I mean, you're right, they seem to break through every first contact.
Yeah.
And it is maybe the Rockets aren't wrapping up. I can't see it as well up here, but they just seem to bounce off of tackles.
Yeah, they really do.
Jones under center. Hilby and Nelson in the backfield. He fumbles the snap. It's on the ground. It's picked up on the outside right there by the Rockets. I believe that was Ashton Fua that recovered that.
Mm-hmm.
It was. And the Rockets, after when they just thought they got the ball back on a fumbled snap, and they get it back anyways. And this is the best field position they've had today.
I mean, look at that. A fumble called back due to a penalty by Randolph, and all of a sudden Randolph able to get on that botched snap, basically, is what it was.
Yeah.
And they'll take advantage of it, and they got good field position here.
Well, good-ish. The best they've had today.
Yeah, the best they've had so far.
They're still over. I mean, they're over their 35-yard line. We consider that good field position.
Right.
Ball in the shotgun. I think we have Levi Wiersma in the backfield on this one. We do. It's the option. Pitch out to Wiersma. Wiersma goes around the outside, stiff arms a man, and he's brought down right there after a gain of about 5 by number 23, Liam Rowland.
Yeah, he can use the stiff arm to his advantage.
Yep.
I think he's at 6'6", and he's able to just use his arm and push off a defender there.
So it'll be 2nd and a short 6, I would say. Good stiff arm from Wiersma. He's 6'3". Miedema's 6'6". I mean, they're just tall guys.
2 tall guys on the same team.
And Ben Paul, now Ashton Fua back in the backfield. Cook comes in motion. Option, pitch out. Good pickup by Cook, but he's going to lose a lot of yards. He's still on his feet.
He's
Tries
got
to get
blockers.
on the outside. Crackback block, and he's all the way down the sidelines. Picks up the first down, maybe just all the way down. I mean, he ran about probably 45, 50 yards all the way to get a first down for the Rockets.
Man, that play is like a book right there. I mean, really, he fumbled the pitch, and it looked like he was going to go way backwards. And all of a sudden, he just flipped the field, and he had a whole, 6 or 7 Randolph blockers able to make a wall there, so he's able to come back and pick up the first down.
And a good decision by Ashton Fua. This doesn't get talked about a lot. He had a position to do a crackback block there, and that's a flag in high school football. And he just kind of stood in front of his man, took away a lane, kind of like a screen in basketball.
Yeah, that's smart to not make that block.
Ball in the shotgun, dropping back to pass, throws it to Miedema. It's overthrown.
He had the matchup he wanted. He's got a couple inches on that cornerback over there. Just not an accurate throw, basically.
So it's 2nd and 10. Rockets tried their first pass of the day, trying to get something going.
Yeah, the first pass we've seen so far from Randolph again. We're seeing a different quarterback here tonight.
Yep. Cook's been in the rushing attack. He had that long 45-yard run that was about 10.
Right.
From sideline to sideline he went. It was not a good pitch from Ben Paul. It was a fantastic catch from Levi Cook to even hold on to that ball with one hand. Paul in the shotgun. Fu to his left. Cook comes in motion. Paul keeps it. Cuts it back inside, and he's all the way down, maybe just a half a yard short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, definitely. That's a nice run. I really think Ithaca's kind of thrown off by this new quarterback situation.
Yeah. It seems
it's more of an option.
Yeah, on the first drive, when Ben Paul had the ball when he was running, things went really well for the Rockets team. And they went away from it. They started giving it to Fua and Wiersma, and things. They got stuffed a couple times, and now they're going back to Ben Paul, and things are working again.
Yeah, he's definitely more of a running quarterback, I'd say.
So Paul in the shotgun, 3rd and 1. Fu to his left. The tight formation for the Rockets. Bawalda goes in motion. Paul goes up the middle. He'll pick up the first down. Brought down by a couple Bulldogs right there. I believe that was number 60 for the Bulldogs. Caden Coleman in on the tackle. But it's first down all the way down to the 40-yard line of the Ithaca Bulldogs.
Good first down there for Randolph. Able to keep the chains moving. Clock's still running. About less than 8 minutes to go here in this first half. Still 0-0, and Randolph is driving again. It's a slow drive, but they're on their way.
And we see this a lot with the Flyweight Conference teams, where all the drives are slow. And they just seem to run the ball and run the ball and run the ball. And it works in high school football. Wiersma comes in motion. Handoff goes to Ashton Fu up the middle. He picks up about 2, maybe 3. Swarm tackle there from the Bulldogs. In on the tackle, I believe, is number 77. Or 71, so that is Cody Burns. He was right. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Gain of 3 for Ashton Fua.
Yeah, Fu's been running hard here tonight. More up the middle, but just keep his legs moving and going.
Miedema split out right. Wiersma, the wing back on the right or on the left side, and Bawalda wing back on the right side. It's the option, pitch outside, and he's hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up right there. Picked up by number 21 of the Bulldogs. That's Nolan Waldner, and Ben Paul's down.
I don't think that was a good decision.
He should have ate that
ball. Yeah,
you're going to lose yards, and I get it. It was a 2nd down situation. You're going to lose a couple yards, but you're maybe back to the line of scrimmage. In another pitch that was outside left. It wasn't. He kind of had to pitch it outside left because the pursuit of Waldner, and it ended up becoming a fumble.
Yeah, it just not a good decision, not a good pitch, and Randolph's might be paying the price here.
Jones in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Looking downfield, throws it downfield. Cook's there, tries to pick it off, and he's ripped it out of his hands there by the kind of goes opposite there. The receiver number 11, Channing Brown, ended up playing defense.
Yeah, he was major defending there.
Underthrown ball by Keegan Jones.
Underthrown it. To be honest with you, it looked like only 2 guys went for a route. There was that one guy that went deep for Ithaca, the other one much shallow on the left side.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, and we're seeing both teams throwing a pass on first down now.
Yeah, I think both teams are kind of getting anxious to score. Who's going to score the first points of the game?
Wing back formation. Handoff goes to the middle to Nelson. He's met at the line. Good tackle right there from Nick Miedema. Also in there was number 66, Tyler Barr, grabbing his ankles at the line. So it'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 7.
Back to the...
Or 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, it should be
third
down here, I believe. After the incomplete pass and then that run there, only kept a yard gain on the play for Ithaca. Good stop by Randolph on the defensive side.
Oh, 100%. That was the first time I've really seen them get any sort of penetration. Yeah. Pitch goes outside to Hilby. Miedema's kind of held up on the outside. Ben Paul in there to make the stop, and he's short of the first down after a gain of 4, so it'll be 4th and 3. And we'll see if the Bulldogs elect to go for it. And it seems to me as they're going to go for it.
Yeah, again, it's a defensive battle, so points are starting to look like they're going to come at a premium here tonight. So when you get the chance and you get good field position, you got to take advantage. And when you have those short yardage plays, maybe just try to punch it up the middle.
Jones will come out in the wing back situation. 4th and 2. Handoff, Nelson up the middle. He's met at the line, and he falls forward. He might have got it. I think he did. It'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. Miedema just couldn't bring him down besides that line. Good hard running from Wesley Nelson.
Yeah, he's able to pick up the first down. How about maybe half yard to a yard? Well, actually, it looks. They're
I
still
think they're gonna
deciding.
give it to him.
They're still deciding for some
No,
reason.
we're going to see the chain gang for the first time today. Only the second time this year we've seen the chain gang.
Okay, I'll try to zoom in on it with them, and we'll see.
Back officials in our way. I think he got it by about a half a football.
Yeah, I definitely think he got it.
A full football he got it by. It's a first down for the Bulldogs.
For sure. Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't think the chains were necessary, but hey.
I mean, I'm looking.
Take a look.
We are looking right down the line here at this spot, right? We're right at set up at about the 50-yard line, so it did look like it was a first down from up here, and they got it right.
Yeah, good call by the officials, and you know when you're in doubt and you have the chains, might as well use them, right?
And another drive going into Rockets territory for the Bulldogs. They've been every drive they've had.
Yeah, they've been able to drive well so far on offense. Just it's the capitalization part that they have yet to execute.
Jones under center. Handoff middle, Wesley Nelson. He is met at the line. Good push by the defensive line right there, and he's not going to pick up anything.
Yeah, he ran into his own line. The Randolph front just had a good blow up, really.
That was number 66, Tyler Barr, who pushed the lineman back right into Wesley Nelson and allowing Miedema to get around and hold him right there.
Right. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Ithaca driving.
We are still 0-0. 4:24 to go in the half on the New Medical Center scoreboard here from Ithaca, Wisconsin. 3 receivers out left. We don't see that often in high school football. Jones drops back to pass, and I think we had a timeout on the field. Timeout by the Rockets. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this on RP Sports.
An eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's Ace.
Welcome back. Right as that play, good stop there from Ashton Fua, and a gain of about 3, maybe 4 from Wesley Nelson, so he'll make it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, nothing really doing on that play after the timeout by Randolph. And, you know, Ithaca here is driving, but we haven't seen anything dangerous. There hasn't been any explosive plays on this drive yet.
No, it seems they're just content with picking up their yards.
They're just moving forward, and so 3.5 minutes left.
Jeff's over there in Highland, and Highland leads 14-8 right now. Pass to the outside. There's a flag on the play, and I think we're going to get a holding call.
Yeah,
something's
for sure.
coming.
Ball's
back.
out. Ball's out.
Ball's out. And there's a fumble on the play. There's multiple flags thrown by the back official on the left side here.
We'll try to get it. We'll try to get this sorted out.
I think so. There's 2 flags on the play. 71. Was ripped down hard there by Tyler Barr, and I think that he's going to get an unsportsmanlike misconduct here.
So is there 1 flag or 2?
There's a flag. There's a flag, and his hat's the other flag.
Okay.
Yep.
So it could be on both teams, do you think? Or
could be. Looks like
if that's the case, I think the fumble, it'll be a replay of downs.
So holding on offense. Unsportsmanlike on the defense. And
first down, Ithaca.
Yeah, because it's an unsportsmanlike, and not good news for Ithaca is seeing number 22, Wyatt Hilby, coming out of the game with the athletic trainer.
Walking off under his own power, so that's good. He's got a little bit of a limp. But just an unfortunate play for Randolph, able to basically, get the ball back. They caused the fumble, recovered it.
There's still an argument going on there from Coach Tom Chase. They're still trying to figure things out here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I think I know what he's saying is it should be Randolph ball. I think that's his argument right now.
Yeah, because that's a dead ball foul. That was at the end of the play. The ball was already
they already had possession.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see what their argument is here.
Right.
Because then it would just tack 15 yards back on the Randolph Rockets.
And I'm not sure if I really understand the first down part of it as well for Ithaca.
Yeah.
Because if there's fouls on both teams, they would almost offset in a way, and then it would be replay the down, which would have been third down. So we'll figure it out here. Not much has changed. It looks like Ithaca's still going to be on offense with the possession of the ball.
Yes, but so what?
So now another hold on.
Okay, so they go back the 10 yards for the hold, and they got to go the 15 yards, and then it's an automatic first down.
Okay, so a lot going on there. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Ithaca first down. Chains are going to have to move.
Does it go to 1st and 10 or 1st and 5? Because I think it should go to. I think it should go to 1st and 10.
Yeah, I would think it would, but it looks like everyone's confused.
No, maybe 1st and 5. I think it's going to 1st and 5.
For some reason, a third down. He just said. The official just said third down.
I'm interested to see what's going on here. There's all kinds of confusion going on, and I am 100% confused.
Literally everyone is confused. I think the officials are confused. Now Randolph's defensive front is confused.
And Jones gets the snap off. Handoff Nelson up the middle. He'll pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. Doesn't matter anyways. Even if it was third down, it's another first down for the Ithaca Bulldogs.
Okay, so now we can kind of reset and get more adjusted. Everyone who's seeing this game right now is like, okay, that's a first down. Ithaca ball, it's going to be 1st and 10.
So I'm going to go with an ankle injury for Hilby because he's getting his ankle wrapped up right now.
Yeah, he's getting it wrapped up. Might have got landed on, maybe, or maybe when he's making a cut, too. Either way, I think he's going to be okay.
Yep. So 2:50 to go in a half, 0-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. And I just noticed this. There is a really nice Randolph Rockets crowd over there.
Yeah, Randolph showed up and supported tonight, which is great. Love that for the community.
And for you in the YouTube chat. Get in there. Handoff Wesley Nelson. Met in the hole and stood up right there after a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, whoever's out there listening, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We don't care. Typically, we are more of a Randolph based broadcast, so we are, I think, cheering for them. But we're glad to present this for both teams and give both fans an opportunity to watch this game. Teams and family members who aren't able to make it. It's great for you guys to be able to watch this.
2nd and 6, Jones in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, looking downfield. Goes deep, throws it overthrown, picked off by Ashton Fu in their own goal line. And he's down inside there. I think it's going to be a touchback.
Dangerous. He tried to run that out, and he got tackled in the end zone.
Overthrown by Keegan Jones, and another drive stumbles for the Ithaca Bulldogs on a turnover.
Great turnover. Second one of the night for Randolph, able to get a fumble recovery earlier, and now they're able to get an interception with Ithaca driving on both drives that they've had turnovers on.
Both of them taken by Ashton Fua as well.
Yeah, I mean, Fua, you've heard his name. He's been on the offensive side, defensive side as well. He's done it for this Randolph defense, and he is what's keeping them in this game.
So 1:57 to go. We'll see what Randolph tries to do here. I think they're going to start. We're going to see some passes open up right now because they got 1:57 to try to get some points on the board.
They have to. So I'm wondering if Cook's going to come in the game at quarterback now. I'm not sure.
Yep, because the Bulldogs do get the ball at half because Randolph started out with it. We're still seeing Ben Paul at quarterback. Miedema split out left. Bawalda, the wing T on the right side. I think it's Wiersma, the wing T on the left side. Bawalda comes in motion. He gets the handoff all the way around the left-hand side, and he is met immediately on the outside gain of nothing with 3 Bulldogs right there on a great pursuit.
Nothing doing. He was trying to go to the outside and just kept going further and further outside towards the sideline and no room to get upfield, really.
Oh, we got a good one here. Tuxedo, Kona, Hawaii, go Bulldogs.
That's
got another
cool.
one.
That might have been that might be the first Hawaii we've gotten. So thanks for tuning in. Glad you're able to watch.
Dustin and Melinda Neiman saying go Rockets. Snap. Hand off to Ashton Fu up the middle, and he gains maybe 2, maybe 1. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Should see a timeout here by Ithaca.
You would think.
To try to get the ball back, but not
doesn't
going to see that, and I think Randolph's content with running the clock down as low as they can.
And the Bulldogs are probably content with just taking the punt and
right.
running this to halftime because they do get the ball at half.
Right. So I see why Ithaca is. Randolph playing it safe here, too.
3rd and 7. I'm sure we will see another handoff here from Ben Paul, or he will keep it. Wiersma comes in motion. Ben Paul keeps it. Cuts to the outside. Breaks a tackle, and he just stumbles. Couldn't get going. If he was able to stay on his feet there, he was up and out.
Yeah, good decision to keep that one and able to get a couple yards. A nice gain on the play, just not able to break that final tackle to get the first down.
So Ithaca burns a timeout there. I read that one already. It's a good tackle right there by number 11, Channing Brown.
Yeah, so I thought Ithaca was going to take a timeout sooner, to be honest with you.
Oh, we got another one. Janelle Rasmussen, Go Rockets from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Cool. Yeah, glad you're tuning in. So we got all over the U.S.
Yeah, we're all over the place right now. 28.6 seconds left on the New Medical Center scoreboard, 0-0. It'll be 4th and 3. The Rockets will punt, and hopefully Miedema can really get a hold of one. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, he is. He's going to try to get it's either going to be high in the air to try to burn time, or it's going to be a line drive to try to get that roll that he was able to get. I think it was in the first quarter. He had a really nice punt.
He did have a really nice punt that pinned the Bulldogs inside their own 15, but they did have another great drive to get inside, and then they stumbled on 4th down. They got stopped. Channing Brown will be back to return. 28.6 seconds to go, 4th and 3. Miedema coming in to punt. He's got looks like he was trying to kick his shoe off or something, or a towel or a sticky pad or something. I couldn't tell.
Sure. Yeah, a lot going on over there on the Randolph sideline.
Miedema gets the snap. He boots it away. It's a low line drive. Channing Brown catches it, fumbles it. It's loose on the field, and gets around the left side. Randolph players slip all the way inside and goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line of the Rockets. Good return right there from Channing Brown. A gain of about 10, 18.7 seconds. And, I mean, I don't know what field goal range you really have for Kaiser because he hasn't kicked one this year.
Right. I mean, yeah, that was a good return. Able to get it to the 45. I'm having to imagine that you're going to have to get pretty close to like the 10-yard line maybe to make it even an attemptable field goal, but we'll see.
So I'm sure we'll see some passes here. And get some confusion from the Bulldogs, but 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Jones in the shotgun with Hilby to his left. Drops back to pass, it's a screen. Goes outside. Tries to get around the tackle. It's a stiff arm, and he's pushed straight back.
Him.
And I think he's going to get a flag because he was grabbing into his face mask. It'll be a face mask right there. Number 13, who has made a couple incredible catches today. That's Caden Geller.
Yeah, just a screenplay. And
no, they're going to call this on the Rockets.
That's going to hurt
That's
them.
the wrong way. I think he's confused. I think the official was confused. It was a face mask. It was not a face mask on. Oh, no.
Wow.
I try not to be biased and not to be anything against officials, but that was the wrong call, the wrong way.
Holding the face mask
on the Rockets, and that really helps out the Bulldogs.
Wow, folks, that's a big call.
Tom Chase is not happy over on that Randolph sideline right now. 11.7 seconds to go, and the clock is running. He did not get out of bounds. Quick screen over to Keller, and he fumbles the ball, and he falls down, and they're going to call a timeout here. Yep, call him out with 2.9 seconds left, so we're going to see a Hail Mary.
Randolph is lucky right now. It could end up coming back to bite them, but the face mask call was called on Randolph, but
I believe it was a missed call.
It should have been an offensive one because the offensive player had his hand in the face of the Randolph Rockets player, pushing him, basically guiding him away, and they were going at it for a good, 5 seconds.
So 2.9 seconds to go in the half. At the 34-yard line, got to dial something up here. And actually, that play right there looked to be like the old, was that Presbyterian in the college that threw the backwards pass and then threw a touchdown pass downfield. It was a screen pass looking for someone deep. Was Keller.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, an attempt, but fumbled it on the play, and Randolph able to sniff it out basically immediately. There was guys all over him.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Jones in the shotgun. Number 72 running off the field right now. The ball goes to the right hash. They had that messed up. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's going over the right when the ball was over here on the left.
Yeah, this official has it the right call. He's right. The ball should be on the left hash.
When that's where it was last on the screen attempt. So a lot of stuff going on here.
Got Penny Clary saying, thanks for broadcasting. I can chat all night if nobody else does. This is my 30th and last season, 30ish season of high school football. Being a coach's wife, that's a long time. Jones drops back the pass. He's looking deep. Throws it down the sidelines. It's caught and intercepted at the goal line by number 9, Levi Cook.
Close play there. If that wasn't an interception, that would have been a touchdown. A flag on the play.
There's an illegal shift, but so we got that saying 30ish season of being a high school football coach's wife with many years, 3 boys played mixed in, go Bulldogs. That's Penny Clary. And then correct call on the face mask here from Preston Hemmerly saying offensive player can put his hand on the face mask as long as he doesn't grasp or turn. I did see the defender grab the other face mask. I do agree that I think it was a face mask on Randolph, but I did see hands get in from the offensive player as well. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It's 0-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard at half here from Ithaca. We'll step aside. We'll come back with a recap, maybe some local scores around the local area and the Radio Plus streaming area. We'll be back after this on RP Sports.
Off SIMS.com or call Jeff at 608-516-6067. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance, needs, and features. You'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballwig Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it. Stop by Ballwig Implement, Waupun, or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
We make you feel at home and Auto Sales, great selection, and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and Auto Sales. Every time. We make you feel at home. At home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here. The halftime show here. We'll set up the pregame football show. We don't know. I don't remember what he said. He didn't give me an email what the halftime show was called. But here on Radio Plus, we're going to give you some scores throughout the local area. Right now, St. Mary Springs and Winnebago Lutheran Academy. That is a huge rivalry, big-time rivalry out of Fond du Lac between the two Christian schools, Catholic versus Lutherans. It's 7-7.5. After Springs absolutely demolished WLA last week, and WLA is putting up a fight in the playoffs.
It's a tough matchup. You go from playing each other last week, and Springs obviously dominating, and then all of a sudden now we have a game at half, and you said there was 3 players out for Springs tonight.
Yeah, that's what I heard from Jordan King over on the Flyway Focus. Also, other scores, Mayville is putting it 2 up on right now at halftime. It's 28-0.
Yeah, that's tough. Waupون's first playoff game in 17 years, and they had to go to Mayville.
Got Brad Templin in here saying, watching from Southeast Alabama this weekend. Go Dogs!
All over, yeah. Glad we have fans from both teams watching. This is what we do this for, really. I mean,
I try to say I'm not a biased broadcaster. Obviously, I am not from anywhere near Ithaca. I did not know where Ithaca was until I put it into my phone on. I think Monday or Sunday is when I found out. I have family down here in Muscadet, but I did not know where Ithaca was. And they put up a good fight. This is a good fight. So this is a great first half.
This is a great matchup that we have here tonight. Ithaca obviously undefeated on the year. Randolph 5-4. The 6 versus 3.
And this Randolph team, obviously, I mean, they probably should be down at least 14 right now.
Yeah,
they've got some timely turnovers.
Right now, this Randolph defense has been held by basically Fua is who's done it. He's had the fumble recovery and also had the interception there.
And Cook had an interception at the end of the half too to stop a touchdown. I mean, it was just him one-on-one with Channing Brown.
Yeah,
and it just another great play there. But elsewhere, Fondy is down 28-7 to Franklin right now. Do we have anyone else that I said? Oh, Oakfield.
Oakfield, yeah.
Oakfield has the ball right now. They're down at Highland. That's 8-man. That's just down the road here. About 40 minutes, 22 miles it said it was, but it was 40 minutes. So Highland is winning that one 14-8 right now, and Oakfield has the ball the last I saw. But, again, I mean, what can we say about that first half? It's just a lot of drives for the Ithaca Bulldogs that ended up in Randolph territory but ended up as turnovers.
Yeah, I think overall tonight Ithaca has more yards. Both on the ground and passing. I don't know if Randolph's completed a pass yet tonight.
No, they haven't.
They've attempted 1 or 2, and Ithaca's been able to do it passing as well as defensively.
Oh, here you go. Thanks, Preston. Preston Hermley coming in saying, or Hemmerly saying, Johnson Creek Royal, 14-8 second quarter. So that is who these teams will. One of these teams will play next week. Will play at Johnson Creek.
Yeah, that's the next matchup here in this WIAA playoffs in Division 7. The winner of this game is moving on to play, like you said, the winner of Royal and Johnson Creek. And right now, that's a surprising score to me.
That is a surprising score. Johnson Creek, who went undefeated in that conference so far this year, got Meme B. Hello, watching from North Dakota. Go Bulldogs. Then we got Preston saying Cambria Friesland and Hillsboro tied at halftime.
Sure.
At 12, late in the second.
That one I knew was going to be a good game. That's the 4 versus the 5. Cambria Friesland the 4, Hillsboro the 5, and that's a good game, good matchup. Yeah, keep coming with the scores as you got them. We'll announce them so everyone can be aware. And
obviously, we'll keep our RP listeners with our local scores that we have. Teams out at RP right now. We have so many. I think we have 6 or 7 teams out there. We got Preston threw a couple more in there. Oh no, just that. That's all we got. Okay. Keep the scores coming. We do like to see that because we like to see who's going to play who and what's going to go on. Obviously, I'd like to see what the score is of that Oakfield game at half.
Yep. Again, this is Caleb Sauer here with Justin Schwartzmiller, and We're part of Jeff's live streams, and we're doing this game for Radio Plus tonight.
Yeah, and another score that I was able to get, Lamira is playing Mishicot right now. It is 32-0 at half.
Okay, yeah, about as we expected. Lamira's having a great year. This is, and they're putting up big numbers tonight in Lamira.
So we're going to step aside. We got about 6:06 to go in the halftime break. The ball will go to the Ithaca Bulldogs to start the second half. For you, what are your keys to start for the Randolph Rockets?
Yeah, I think Randolph has to get a quick stop on defense and make a score, whether that be a field goal or touchdown, preferably a touchdown, but they need to get points on the board here. This is a defensive battle. Randolph is doing it. Their defense has stepped up to the plate so far tonight, and they need to keep it going and get some momentum and get some points on the board, basically.
Yeah. Samantha Swenick saying, "Go Bulldogs, you got this." If I'm a Bulldogs fan, I can't be mad at that first half. Offensively, you actually played really good. You just got to limit the turnovers. You had a fumble. You had 2 interceptions on chances that you were trying to take to the end zone on both those interceptions. And for the Rockets, you got to have those turnovers, got to turn into some points.
Right.
And you got to be able to get into the Ithaca side of the field. I don't think they've been on the Ithaca side of the field today.
Not deep at all, no. I think they might have been to the 45 maybe,
yep.
But nothing serious. And, Ithaca's played a great first half overall defensively and offensively. They've been getting the yards, like you said. They just haven't been able to get points and really capitalize on the drives that they've had.
All right, we're going to step aside. We'll be back on RP Sports after this.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in the playoffs. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right. No matter your painting needs, Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance, needs, and features. You'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballwig Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it. Stop by Ballwig Implement, Waupun, or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Planning?
Welcome back. 56 seconds to go in the half on that New Medical Center scoreboard in the halftime break. Caleb, final thoughts for them the first half.
Yeah, overall, it's a pretty good and quick first half. I mean, a lot of run plays. Ithaca passing more than Randolph here tonight. Randolph, a different quarterback than we were expecting. And
yeah.
I'm not sure, again,
I mean, Cook
why,
has been in there. He's been playing the wing T position as well. So it's an interesting what they're trying to run. Maybe just trying to put something different on the field, but maybe they'll change it up in the second half.
Yeah, if I were them, I would change it up definitely. Ithaca seems to be kind of onto them offensively here tonight. Randolph not able to get much going, to be honest with you. So they're going to have to figure it out and get some points on the board here. This one could end up being a 7-0 final, realistically.
Yeah. I did see, I think that was Padilla. I think it's Xander Padilla. I saw him running on the sidelines. He was the one who got hurt for the Rockets earlier in the game. I saw him running at about the end of the half. Didn't exactly see if he came back yet. I don't see him over there. I should be able to pick him out. There's not a whole lot of guys on the sidelines, but yeah. So they're put about 3 minutes left on the clock. You got the Rockets warming up. Their kicker warming up. Who we got kicking? That's number 66. That's Tyler Barr. So he'll kick off to lead off the half. And for Ithaca, you just got to limit the deep turnovers. You can turn the ball over when you're on the Rockets 35, which is fine. I mean, obviously, you'd rather not turn it over in your own end, but turning it over when you're driving every time has been a struggle for them today.
Yeah, no, it definitely has, and they gotta put some points on the board. Both teams here, Ithaca as well as Randolph, just been kind of a defensive battle here tonight.
Yeah, and it's you hate to say it because I don't want to jinx us, but that first half was 38 minutes, Caleb.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of running clock, a couple penalties, which we had to get sorted out. A couple issues, and that's with some timeouts in there as well. So,
yeah, your Randolph Rockets. It was a bend don't break moment on the defensive side of the ball the entire half. The offense, a lot of things got to change.
Yeah, definitely. They gotta get some sustained yards. I think they gotta figure out this passing attack because they have no passing yards, no completions.
And
so far.
I don't ever want to say it, but I would just throw it up to 13. He's taller than every guy on the field, and it ain't close.
Right.
All he's got to do is create a little bit of separation.
Randolph's got two big and tall wide receivers. Use that to their advantage. There's no defensive back that can match up with them on this Ithaca team.
So Randolph to kick off. They'll kick off right to left. I don't know whether that's north to south or east to west. My directions are all messed up here. I couldn't tell you. I don't know if I'm looking north-south or I'm looking east-west at the moment. You're trying to.
I think we're looking to the east.
I think we are looking east, but so I think they're kicking off north-south. Still no wind out here, but this is hill and valley country. We're in this field is in a valley, so we're probably not going to have much wind, anyways. It'd have to be pretty windy to get any wind down here.
Yeah, definitely. We're kind of like you said in the valley, really.
So 30 seconds to go. And now we will see a kickoff from the Rockets for the first time today. It's crazy. Both teams have only kicked off once.
Yeah, when you don't score, that's what happens, and the kickers kind of get cold, and that's why this halftime might be big for both of those kickers to kind of get warmed up again.
Well, and the Bulldogs haven't even punted.
Yeah, that is true. They
got stopped on a 4th down and 3 turnovers.
Right. Definitely.
So here we go for the second half. We're going to the clock reset. 12 minutes on the clock for the third quarter on the New Medical Center scoreboard. It's 0-0. Tyler Barr to kick us off. Back to return. You got 3 guys. I believe it's Keller, Caden Keller, and it's either 34, Ethan Berkrem, And the middle one's a 20-something. I cannot tell. Their numbers aren't as visible as the Rockets on the white jerseys as they are on the blue jerseys. They don't stand out as well. But Barr to kick off. It's a low line drive caught. Running up the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and he'll get it again all the way down to the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs, 47, and they start with fantastic field position again.
Just a rocket of a kick, to be honest with you. I did not expect them to catch that. I thought that was going deep in the Ithaca territory.
Walder made the catch and got about 15, 20 yards on the return. So the Bulldogs start with fantastic field position again today. Sorry about the little lagginess. I didn't have this in the first half again.
This kind of happened to us last week, I think it was.
Yeah. Stick with me. It'll get better. I know it will. We're going to do something real quick. We're going to flip this cord, so you're going to lose footage for a second while they're bringing the play in. I did this last week, and it worked, so hopefully it works once again. Bulldogs coming to the line. Keller will be will be under center with his two wing backs. And a run around the outside, and a good run right there. That's number 23. That's the first time we've seen him run the ball today. We're able to get everything back right there. That's number 23, Liam Rowan. So we might see more of him this half, as we've had some, looks like we've, I don't know why we got a double screen there. Oh, I do. There.
All right, so we're back to action, folks.
Got everything fixed up. Handoff up the middle to Wesley Nelson, and he spins through a couple tackles. And the Rockets are really trying to strip the ball, but at some point they got to try to get the tackle.
Right, and I'd say it's worked out for them. They've caused a couple fumbles here tonight, but yeah, at the end of the day, if it's going to cost you yards, and ultimately it may end up costing you points.
So we got Joellen Goplin saying, watching from Nashville, Tennessee, go Keegan Jones. Your aunt is proud of you. You got this. And he has got this Bulldogs team on a good drive so far, so we have not seen Hilby at all this half. He seems to be limping around on the sidelines a little bit.
Yeah, he's got that ankle issue going on.
So we've seen a lot of Liam Rowan and Wesley Nelson. Handoff, Rowan up the middle. Wrapped up, but he'll pick up the first down as he drives on forward inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. Another great drive for this Bulldogs offense. Good way to start this second half.
Yeah, that's what we've seen from Ithaca all day. They've been able to drive. They've been able to get yards. They just haven't been able to finish. Got quiet here.
Yeah, things got really quiet for about a half a second there. So 9:30 to go in the third quarter on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Still 0-0. First and 10 from the Rockets 24. The Bulldogs have the football in Rockets territory. I don't think they got into the red zone earlier, so this could be the first time we've seen someone in the red zone all day.
Yeah, I think it is.
Handoff Nelson. He runs over his own man and gets met at the line by Ben Paul along with Levi Wiersma, and they wrap him up. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line.
Tough sledding on the yards there. Not much doing. This Randolph front has been able to get a good push.
Got Joe Wiersma, Go Rockets from Barnes, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's awesome. Glad we got fans from both sides of the opposition here tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Normally we don't see a lot of other teams coming in and watching, but it's fantastic to see. Jones in the shotgun goes back, throws a pass, it's a screen. Around the outside, wrapped up on the outside right there. I believe that was Ben Paul on the tackle. Good catch right there from number 34, Ethan Bertram. And he'll get all the way down to make it about a 3rd and 2 as a gain of 6.
Kind of a rare pass completion there today.
Yeah. We got someone in the red zone, Caleb.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff, especially for this game. That's been such a defensive battle.
So it'll be 3rd and 2. Jones under center. Handoff, Nelson. And he's wrapped up, but I think he had enough to get the first down. He's down inside to about the 15-yard line, maybe at the 14. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down for Ithaca. Again, this slow drive continues, and they're looking to capitalize here. Randolph needs to shut them down at some point here.
They've taken 4:10 off the clock to start the half so far. Ball at the 12-yard line. Almost close to going first and goal, but in the wing T formation, pitch outside to Rowan. Rowan gets around the outside, cuts it back up the middle. Hit hard on the line there. There's number 30 with a big hit for the Rockets. And on the tackle was number 21, Ben Paul, and number 30, Paxton the Jaeger. Gain of 4.
Tough to catch the end of the play there. We run out of room here in the box. Tough to swing it.
So 2nd and 6. Jones will go under center with Nelson and Rowan in the backfield. Nelson comes up a little bit more in the backfield. Handoff goes Rowan. It's a power to the left side. He's met in the hole and driven down hard by Ben Paul. Good tackle from Ben Paul, and he gets nothing. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, this Randolph defense has been good here tonight as well. They've bent a little bit. They've given up yards, but they've never, well, I shouldn't say that because I'm not going to jinx it for this Randolph hopeful.
So 3rd and 5. It was a gain of a yard, but he was met in the hole hard by Ben Paul, who does everything for this Rockets team.
Yeah, he really does, and especially here tonight for Randolph.
Jones goes under center. It's an I formation for the first time today. Handoff goes to Nelson. He bounces it outside, and he is met in the backfield and tripped up by, I think that's number 9, Levi Pock. Or Koch right there, and he loses 3, maybe 4, and now it'll be 4th and 10, 4th and 8. We're going to see what they're going to go with here.
It's typically a spot where you want to kick a field goal. I mean, points are at a premium at about the 10-yard line.
And they're going to go for it on 4th and 8 from the Rockets' 10-yard line.
Kind of imagine that they would, based upon their field goal kicker hasn't attempted any field goals this year.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Jones in the shotgun with Rowland to his left. Drops back to pass, looking downfield, throws it over the middle. He's got Nelson off his hands, and another 4th down stop for this Rockets defense inside the red zone.
Yeah, he was open. He had him, hit him right in the hand. One hand.
Yep, just overthrew him a touch, and the Rockets get away with another one. Benny Clary, go ahead, jinx it. Go Bulldogs. No, we're not going to jinx it.
I can't
And
do
we
that.
didn't.
I was close.
The commentator's jinx is always a thing. You say, it's like hockey. You say they're going to get a shutout, and then they get scored on a minute later. It's kind of how it works.
It's a real thing. But, yeah, regardless, Randolph able to come up again and make the stop.
So the 6-minute drive stalls at the 10-yard line. And the Rockets get it deep in their own territory with Ben Paul in at quarterback once again with Ashton Fua to his right. We'll see if this offense can get something going. Wiersma comes in motion. Ben Paul keeps it on the read option, drives on forward and picks up about 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7. So this is, you know what style offense this reminds me of, Caleb? We got 2 teams in the college football that for the first time they're both in the top 25 in a very long time, and there's a chance that one of them could make the college football playoffs. Navy and Army.
Yeah, this is like the Army-Navy offense.
Yeah, they're running a lot of triple option, more Navy style because Navy runs out of the shotgun a little more than Army does.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben Paul, Wiersma comes in motion. They fake the handoff. Paul cuts to the outside, breaks the tackle. He's down the right sideline. He picks up the first down. It's the first down that the Rockets have had in a long time. But he gains about 10, maybe 11, gets all the way down to about the 25-yard line, maybe the 23. So it'll be first down for the Rockets.
Nice gain there and a good first down by Randolph.
Oh, we'll fix it later. We'll fix it in between commercials. When we get to a commercial break, we got a little wobble here in our camera, so we'll fix it there. Ball in the shotgun, Fua to his left. Koch comes in motion. He gets the ball. Cuts it back up the middle. And he's got nowhere to go. He's wrapped up hard by two different Rockets, or two different Bulldogs right there. I believe in on the tackle that was number 8, Wesley Nelson. So now it goes back to 2nd and 11. I think they gave him a loss of a half a yard. I think it's still 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nothing doing on there. Ithaca was not fooled by that play.
So ball at the 26-yard line, 2nd and 11. Two receivers to the left. Paul in the shotgun with Fua to his left. It's a pass. He's looking downfield. He's got a man on the left sideline. It's Levi Wiersma over the shoulder, all the way down inside Bulldog territory for the first time today. And it's a field flip for the Rockets. Wiersma catches it and out of bounds at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs.
And there it is, Randolph's. That's their chunk play right there, and that's what they needed, and that's what's going to get them going here on this drive.
It was a gain of 39 for the Rockets, and for the first time today, they've completed a pass.
Yeah, first time they've completed a pass, and they definitely needed it right there.
And the Bulldogs call a timeout. Oh, Cook sounds like Cook. Thank you, Travis Paul. It's a tough name for me to read. So we'll step aside. We'll be back after these messages on RP Sports.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Welcome back here on RP Sports. It's 0-0. The Rockets step into territory of the Bulldogs for the first time today, Caleb.
Yeah, that was what Randolph needed. They had a nice strike. Nice strike there, a deep pass, and that's their first pass completion of the day, and that's a big gainer. That's going to get them going on this drive.
Ball comes on the shotgun. Fua to his left. Cook the wing tee on the right or left side. Wiersma the wing tee on the right side. Miedema split out left. Handoff outside to Cook. Good little read option right there. Fakes the handoff to Fua, fakes the pitch, and hands it to Cook coming around on the sweep. And he picks up about 4, maybe 5. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A lot of misdirection going on there. Nice play design.
Very much like the Campbell Sport offense where you got all those things moving pieces in that wing tee, but it's just out of the shotgun.
Right. Definitely a lot going on, and it's tough to defend. You don't know where the ball's going to go.
So Paul goes into the shotgun, ball to 31. All in all, it's been a great drive for the Rockets, whether they get points or not. They finally passed the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's huge for them.
Handoff goes to Fua. Tries to bounce it outside. He's got nowhere to go, and he is wrapped up for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Nothing doing on that play. Ithaca just stout defense right there.
Nelson in there to tackle him. And I do got one thing to say. For the first time today, we heard the student section.
Yeah, that was...
we can't hear you chant. I mean, I'm guessing it was bent at the couple Rockets fans that were saying, "Let's go Rockets."
Yeah, again, we got a packed field here in Ithaca.
Paul in the shotgun, Fua to his right. Wiersma to the right on the wing tee. Cook to the left, handoff. Fakes the handoff, Paul breaks it up the middle on 3rd and 8. I don't understand that call. It's a gain of 4. I'm guessing they're thinking it's 4 down territory. It'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, that must be what they're thinking. They're going to go for it no matter what here. But yeah, Randolph, this is a big 4th down here for them. They're looking to go for it and hoping to convert.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. I mean, this game has flown by today.
It really has.
Ben Paul in the shotgun, 4th and 5. We'll see if the Rockets can pick up a 4th down. It's a sweep. It's a double reverse around the outside, and he's not going to get it. And just unbelievable pursuit right there by number 11. I think that was Channing Brown. Again, I mean, a lot of things going on, but just did not work for the Rockets.
Yeah, a lot going on, and Ithaca's they're just on top of it here defensively tonight, and they've been very disciplined, and it was a good design play. I mean, a lot going on, just Ithaca sniffs it out.
So 1:44 to go in the third quarter on the New Medical Center scoreboard. We're still tied 0-0 late in the third quarter here. Pitch to the outside goes to Rowan. He bakes it outside. He gets a step, and he gains about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to wonder who is going to strike first here tonight.
Seriously, I mean, at this point, we are way deep into this game, and I think any points will win this game. And Royal from Preston or Hemmerly, now Royal leads Johnson Creek 16-14.
Oh
what an upset
gosh.
that would be.
That would be something.
In
that
a
would make
2-7 matchup.
That would make whoever wins this game's path a little bit easier.
Yeah, they would actually. No, I mean, let's say the Rockets would win this game. They'd get a home
Then
game.
they get a home game after having the first round away game. That's something. That does not happen much.
It doesn't happen often at all. Handoff goes up the middle to Wesley Nelson. Powers on forward. And I think he got the first down. Yeah, you got a couple of Ithaca Bulldogs coaches here looking for a face mask, I think, on that play. Bulldogs still driving, and they just seem to get a first down every drive.
Yeah, number 22 for Ithaca's shut down for the game. It looks like he's got the jacket on, and he just can't make the injury adjustment and make the.
So we're going to see a lot of Liam Rowan and Wesley. Gil, you remember it?
Off the top of my head.
Yeah,
no.
Nelson.
There you go.
I knew I was I was about to say Henson, so good thing I didn't. Handoff goes to Nelson. That's Rowan, actually, around the outside. Lowers his shoulder into Cook. And again, maybe Liam Rowan's the answer for the Bulldogs. He picks up about 6 once again, maybe 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
He's running hard. The edge was set there by the right tackle, actually, able to hook the defensive end in. And
so we're going to go to the fourth here. Tied up, 0-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. On RP Sports, we'll be back after this.
No, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike. You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more. You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Handoff goes up the middle. Wesley Nelson, and he's met at the line. He gains about 2. It will have 3rd and 2. He gains at least 3 yards every run.
Yeah, and he just goes forward, and he kind of bounces off that first tackle, and a lot of broken tackles here tonight for Ithaca.
The Jaeger gets the tackle. And I totally agree with you. I really do think who scores the first points is going to win this game.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is the way it's going.
Or it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
Right. And even then, it's
a
questionable, you know.
3rd and 2 at the 49.5-yard line of the Rockets. A little miscommunication. Handoff goes up the middle to Nelson. Runs into his man. Breaks the tackle. He goes all the way down to about the 38-yard line of the Rockets. A good run from Wesley Nelson.
You know, and if I'm Ithaca here, I'm just going to keep running it with Nelson and keep going forward.
Yep.
And Randolph does not have the answer so far for him, and their defensive front has been really solid. They just can't seem to wrap them up.
So this is the point where it seems the Bulldogs seem to get stalled every time when they get inside of Rockets territory. They need to get a quick first down here and just keep rolling. because this offense is rolling right now on this drive.
Right, they just can't execute when it matters.
Handoff goes outside to Rowan. Cuts it out, cuts it back in, and he gains about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they're just keeping it moving forward. This clock is still running here. And again, we have a 0-0 matchup, folks. This is a great ball game. Really, it is. There hasn't been much scoring. None, actually. But it's been back and forth.
I mean, we're an hour and a half into this. We're in the 4th quarter already. I mean, that just tells you there has not been a lot of nobody's went out of bounds. Pretty much everything stayed between the hashes today.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple penalties and a couple timeouts called, but other than that, we've seen good football.
Keller hands off Nelson, and he powers his way forward, and still no answer for Wesley Nelson. It'll be 3rd and 1.
He hits the hole hard and just puts his head down and leans forward. He's able to get some big gains.
Levi Cook gets the tackle, but a little too late. It's 3rd and 1 down at the 29-yard line.
Can this Randolph defense step up to the task again?
For their third down and 4th down stop of the day.
Right.
I mean, how many times does that happen? Because I know they're going to go. We know they're going to go for it if they don't get it.
Definitely.
But I'm going to guess this ball goes to 8, and it's going up the middle. It's going up the middle to 8. And he powers forward, and he picks up that yard that he needed. It'll be 1st down at the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
Yeah, needed the yard, and he got it and fell forward onto that 1st down marker there. That's going to be a 1st down here for Ithaca. Ithaca, again, driving. Randolph. Defensively so far, they've caused 3 turnovers. They need another one here right now.
It's been a real bend-don't-break game for the Randolph defense. And, I mean, the offense, for the Bulldogs, their defense hasn't been bend-don't-break all day. They really, the first time they were in anything sort of territory of their own was the last drive that Randolph had.
Right. Yeah, overall, well-balanced attack from Ithaca we've seen.
Keller under center. Hands off Rowan up the middle, and he's met at the line, and he'll gain about 2, maybe 3. But again, they're still picking up yards when it looks like they're getting stuffed.
Yeah, they are. They're able to fall through and break that initial tackle, kind of an arm tackle, and keep going.
2nd and 8. 8.5 minutes to go in the game on the Medical Center scoreboard. Rockets fans, come on in this chat. Bulldogs fans, come on in. Let us know where you're cheering from. Give some support to the boys. Keller comes out in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Brown comes in motion. He gets it on a handoff to the outside. Cuts it back up the middle. He'll gain about 6. I think he'll make it about 3rd and 2.
Nice gain there, and again, Ithaca able to keep it a 3rd and manageable.
And again, this everything that seems to be ran, whether it's outside, inside, someone seems to get through one arm tackle at least for this Ithaca Bulldogs team.
Yeah, they really do, and they've had the rushing attack going tonight.
3rd and 2. They say it's 3rd and 3 on the board, but I say it's 2. Goes to Wesley Nelson up the middle. Powers through. Picks up the 1st down. He's down to about the 15-yard line, inside the 15, down to about the 13.
And that's a good hard run there. Able to keep it going and go forward.
Johnson Creek now leads 20-16 over Royal.
And again, that's a key matchup because the winner of this game moves on to play the winner of that game.
And I mean, if Royal does win, the winner of that game will get a home game, no matter what.
Right.
Because the winner of this game will get a home game because Johnson Creek is a higher seed than Ithaca as well.
Yep. We still got a game in our hands tonight.
Handoff Wesley Nelson up the middle. He gets about 2, 3 again, maybe 4. Ben Paul in there on the tackle again. He's been pretty much the only guy that has stopped anybody anywhere short of 3 to 4 yards tonight.
Yeah, Ben Paul. We've heard his name on both sides of the ball for Randolph, and he's done a good job tonight being all over the field. And this Randolph defense, someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
2nd and 6.
We're looking at Paul. We're looking at Fua. Who's it going to be?
At the 10-yard line, and there's 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game. Go Bulldogs from Hayward, Wisconsin, says Adam Cronick. Pitch to the outside to Rowan. Cuts it back inside. He's met in the hole by Levi Cook, but he still powers forward all the way down to the 2, maybe 1-yard line, and it's a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
Somehow, he was able to just bounce off tacklers left and right. I thought he was going to be tackled for minimal gain to no gain, and all of a sudden he picks up the 1st down, and they're down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Okay.
So first and goal. 6:30 to go in the game. On the New Medical Center scoreboard, it's still 0-0. The Ithaca Bulldogs trying to punch it in here from the 2-yard line. Hand off. Nelson, middle, touchdown for the Bulldogs. With 6:18 to go, the Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead.
Wow. And we've seen the first point scored today. Interesting if they go for 2 or kick the field goal. Extra point, I should say.
And it looks like I'm seeing Balthasar Kaiser for the first time today.
What number?
88. Or no, touchdown 8. 2 yards, Wesley Nelson. And he got the ball a lot on that drive.
Yeah, he did it all.
So Balthazar Kaiser, the foreign exchange student, comes in to kick the extra point. The righty. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it right through the uprights, and it's 7-0 for the Bulldogs. And I don't want to say this. I never want to say this. There's a good chance that could be the final dagger.
We just haven't seen offense today from Randolph that's going to show any signs that they're going to get points here tonight, but we're hopeful. And they've done it all year long. Again, they were able to put up, 43 points last week? So they have the offense to do it. We just haven't seen them so far.
Preston coming in saying Cambria, Friesland, and Hillsboro is still tied at 12 late in the third quarter. So 6:18 to go. You had a very promising drive for the Rockets on the last drive they had. And they need to be better than they were on that drive.
Yeah, they really do. And, again, the passing game is what did it for them last drive. They're going to have to do it again here, and they're going to have to come up with some good play designs to get them on the board.
So we said this happened last week in Mayville, in Lamira. And Lamira started running screens, and things started working for them. Maybe we see some screens run here from this Randolph Rockets team. Channing Brown to kick off.
Get the ball in your playmaker's hands and let them run with it.
It's a line drive kick, bounces into the hands. Knocked down by Ashton Fua. Fua cuts it up the middle, and he's hit hard. Ashton Fua was just smoked right there.
This Ithaca team is getting going right now. Their fans are getting into it. And
Caden Coleman just absolutely smoked Ashton Fua.
The momentum has severely shifted to Ithaca.
Got Chris Terpstra in here. So Cambria Friesland is actually 32-12. The camera's off the scoreboard here a little bit. Thank you very much for that clarification. So Cambria Friesland going to move on, I'm guessing there.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
You're late in the third quarter, up 32-12. That's a hard deficit to come back for on the road if you're Hillsboro.
Right. And that's an interesting match because Cambria Friesland's the 4 seed, and Randolph was able to beat them this year.
Yep, 22-0.
Yeah,
shut them out.
And again, Randolph's the 6 here, and Ithaca's the 3 seed.
Ben Paul, we'll see what he can do on this drive. Drops back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's throwing up for his big man, Miedema. It's picked. Oh, he dropped it. Channing Brown could have had the game in his hands.
Wow, looked like he was just throwing up a prayer there, Paul was, and not able to find his receiver.
He led him the wrong way. I think if he let him inside, he had inside leverage on Channing Brown there. Channing Brown was falling off to the outside. If he leads Miedema to the middle of the field, I think he's gone.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have Paul's numbers by chance, or what he's done
so?
Yeah, I'm just curious what his throwing stats were this year.
21-32, 65% completion rating, 260 yards, and 43 passing yards a game. He's got a 115 or 111 passer rating. That ain't bad.
Yeah, that's good.
He runs it up the middle. He cuts it back. He picks up the first down, and Ben Paul picks up the first down for the Rockets.
Maybe he's going to be doing it with his legs, like he has all game long. Really, he's been their run game for this Randolph Rockets offense.
Okay, there you go. So, fun fact: Kaiser broke the Ithaca school kicking. I'm guessing that's the
extra point.
The extra point record for most extra points, because I didn't see he had any field goals made. At least WSN didn't say that.
Right.
Paul keeps it again. Fouls his blockers up the middle, and he'll pick up about 3, maybe 4. I think it's about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and Kaiser was 32-35 going into the day, so now he's 33 for 36 on the year, which is very impressive. That's almost automatic, really.
That's fantastic.
Which is huge in high school football.
And personally, all the other games that I've done, look at Randolph's extra points. They have kicked only. They've kicked. Oh no, I got Ithaca's here. I got stuff all messed around here. They've only kicked 2 extra points all year.
Right. A lot of teams go for 2.
Yeah. Handoff Wiersma around the left side. Gets a block. Trying to follow some blockers in this pursuit of this Ithaca team. Good tackle right there by number 21. That's Nolan Waldner. We haven't said his name a whole lot in the second half, but he comes through for this Ithaca Bulldogs team to push him back a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, again, Ithaca not letting anything happen there on that play. Randolph needs to come up with a good play design that's going to get him this first down. This is 3rd and 6, or at least make it 4th and manageable.
Yep.
It's 4-down territory no matter what.
4:20 to go in the game. On the New Medical Center scoreboard, the Ithaca Bulldogs lead 7-0 at home. Looking to move on to the level 2 of the WIAA football playoffs. Drops back to pass, throws it to the outside. Caught by Wiersma, but he's not going to pick up the first down. But it'll still be 4th and about 1.5, maybe 2.
That was key. Just get the completion, get a couple yards on the play, make it 4th down and short. Try to make it manageable.
4th and 2. We'll see what the Rockets dial up here. Rockets still have all 3 timeouts. Nobody's called timeout in this half yet.
Not this half, no.
Things have been cruising along in this half. So here we go. 4th and 2, 3:38 to go in the game.
Coach is pointing to the linebackers to get up and fill the gaps.
Ben Paul in the shotgun.
Looks like an
There's
offside.
An offside, and there's a flag on the play. I think it's an encroachment, and
Definitely.
the first down will go to the Randolph Rockets the way they needed it.
That is absolutely huge. They needed that one.
So offsides on the Rockets, and it was off the right sides. You just saw him jump a half a second early. He was trying to get in there to fill the hole, but it doesn't matter. 3:26 to go. The Rockets still have the ball at the 44, their own 44, trying to really get things going. Actually, their own 49 now.
Randolph driving. Again, if they score, what are they going to do? Are they going to kick the extra point
They
or go for 2?
They haven't kicked extra points all year. They're going for 2.
Go for 2 to win the game or lose. It's a tough call.
Yeah. I mean, Elmira did it on the road against Edgerton.
Oh.
And lost 21-20. Scored with no time left.
It's a risky decision.
Paul keeps it up the middle. He'll pick up about 4, 5, 6. And I think they threw him down, and he gained an extra yard because he rolled over top. So I think it actually will be 7. He'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, again, Randolph driving. Slow drives like they've had all game. They've had slow drives.
But I'm going to say this, back-to-back drives, Randolph's going to Bulldogs territory.
Yeah, this is huge. This is when they need to do it in this point in the game, and they need to get points. Otherwise,
2:40 to go in the game.
Right.
And the clock's ticking. I mean, they have time, but not a lot. They're going to stick with Ben Paul, and he'll pick up the first down. The clock will stop for a little bit while they get the ball set, but it's all the way down to the 39-yard line.
Sure thing. I mean, yeah, if you're Randolph right now, keep it with Paul. He's been able to get you 4 or 5 yards each carry on this drive. Keep it moving forward, but you also have to look at the time. We're under 2.5 minutes now here to go. You have 3 timeouts, which is huge.
And, I mean, you don't have to pass the ball.
No.
That's the thing. You don't have to pass the ball at this moment.
Definitely not.
2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. Paul, he'll keep it. He'll cut it up the middle. He'll break a tackle. He'll bounce it all the way up to about the 35. And it's another gain of 4, and the Rockets will burn a timeout with 2:01 to go.
Yeah, that's another good run there, about 4 or 5 yards on the play for Paul, and keep it with him. He's doing good. He's doing what he needs to do. This Randolph team is playing smart right now and not wasting any snaps.
So 2:01 to go in the game, Caleb. Do you stick with Ben Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say stick with him. Maybe, like you said, do a screen pass. And at some point, you're going to have to think about taking a chunk yardage play. You got about 35 yards to go. You need to get a touchdown. A field goal is not going to cut it.
And we haven't seen anything from Ashton Fua in the second half at all.
No, he was a name that we called.
A lot in the first half, defensively for sure. And offensively, he got the ball a couple times, but he got stuffed. But right now, I mean, maybe that's the guy you try to run the screen or just something.
Yeah, get the ball in your playmaker's hands. Let him do the work. I mean,
obviously, you and I know this. They're going to look for Mitama on the outside at some point on this drive.
You're going to have to. He's got the mismatch at the wide receiver position. No one from this Ithaca team is tall enough to defend him.
Well, I mean, he's averaging 13 yards a catch too. So I mean, that's not just catching the ball. We talked about this. We talked about this in the the show we had on Wednesday night, he does a really good job of yards after the catch. He's a good yak receiver as well.
Sure, that's huge.
Yeah. So 2:01 to go. 2nd and 6 from the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. Rockets need a touchdown to tie. It's a handoff to the outside to Cook, and it just didn't work. And he almost fumbles.
I like the play call there. I really do. It's just, again, Ithaca is very sound and very disciplined on defense, and they're not falling for any of these counters or trick plays that Randolph has been trying to run.
And another timeout here from the – oh, no, this will be an injury timeout, actually.
The guy who made the tackle.
Yeah, the Rockets will get lucky here. They don't have to burn a timeout with 1:45 to go. It's an official's injury timeout.
I'll swing the camera off it, but
I mean, again, we talked about this, so that was a loss of 1. I think it'll be 3rd and 7, actually. But I don't see a reason that the Rockets are not trying to pass the ball. I mean, they've had receivers open when they've made passes. They've missed them.
Yeah, that's also part of the issue that we've seen.
Yeah.
You know, these receivers from Randolph have gotten open, but there've been a couple shaky throws that have definitely hindered their ability to gain positive yards.
2 receivers left, a receiver right and a tight end to the right. The official's blowing his whistle. He's trying to figure something out here.
Must be directed. Clock will start on the snap.
Yeah, because it was an official's timeout. Clock starts on the snap. Ben Paul in the shotgun, 1:45 to go from the 35-yard line. Drops back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's trying to get it up to Miedema. Miedema's open. He jumps up. He makes a one-handed grab all the way down to the 10-yard line. And I said it. They're looking for the big boy. They found him with 1:38 to go.
They had to. I mean, eventually they had to take a shot, and it's going to be to him. I mean, we knew it.
And now, I mean, this is 1st and goal. I would run as much clock out as I can.
Run it down. Get a couple of yards. If you have to take a shot at the end, you have to take a shot at the end. But run this clock down and try to get. Obviously, you have to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious here. But
1:20 to go. Paul in the shotgun. Fu to his right. Snap comes. Paul bounces. Cuts it back up the middle. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 1. And a quick timeout called by Coach Tom Chase. That's their 2nd of the half.
And this is where you're going to find out how bad your seniors want this. I mean, if Randolph loses this game, they have a couple seniors on this team that they're led by. And you got to give it your all, because if you lose, you go home. This is the playoffs. Again, this is WIAA Division 7, round 1 of the playoffs for football.
I obviously said I saw Xander Padilla running on the sidelines early or late in the second half, or the first half. He is playing in the second half. I didn't mention that for you people watching out there, which is fantastic to know. When I see a player pound his hand on the ground when he gets injured, a lot of the times that tells me something serious happens, because a lot of us, we can hear it.
Yeah, definitely. And good to see no too serious of injuries here tonight. We've had a couple, I think 3 on the play, but everyone's been able to get up and walk off on their own power, which has been and great to see. I mean, you never wish injuries upon anyone in any sport.
So the gain of 3 from Ben Paul. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. They need 7 with 1:09 and 1 timeout left in the Rockets. And the Rockets have only attempted 2 extra points all year, and actually I don't think they made them either.
Oh, boy.
That's Balfour's Archives. They have not.
So it's going to be an interesting ending to this one, no matter what.
So 3 receivers to the right, a receiver to the left. Paul in the shotgun. Wiersma in motion, goes right. 5 guys out right. Ben Paul looking downfield, and it's a false start on the Rockets. So with 1:07 left, it'll go back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line, and that is not what you needed right now.
That's the wrong way. If you're Randolph, that is the wrong way. You cannot be having any penalties in this critical point in the game. It could end up hurting them and costing them their season.
So that was a way different look we've seen from the Rockets all day long.
Yeah, I like it. You know, mix it up. Throw off this Ithaca team. Don't show them anything that you've shown them before.
They're going to put 1:09 back on the clock is what they're trying to say up here. They got it. 1:09 left on the clock now. I think it starts on the officials' count. So here we go. Ben Paul fakes the screen. He's trying to look. He cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be sacked. And another just a fantastic pursuit from this Ithaca defense in there on the sack. I think that's Caden Coleman.
Talked about this on the pregame. Ithaca has a lot of sacks on the year from a lot of different people as well. And
So-
they're able to get the quarterback pressure and get the sack on Paul.
That was Caden Coleman. If I remember correctly, we did have his stats for sacks. Oh, he's not on this page. He's on the other one. You got the other one over there?
Coleman has 2 sacks on the year.
So Caden Cowboy Coleman, it says on there. That's his 3rd sack of the season right there. And it comes at a very, very opportune time. And now the Rockets are backed up all the way to the 17. It's 3rd and 17 with 101. You got to get inside the 5-yard line on this play.
It was 1st and goal, and they were at, the 8-yard line?
Yep. So
and all of a sudden they find themselves now at the 17, 3rd and goal. So you can't even get a first down here. You need to get the touchdown.
And like I said, they need to probably get inside the 5 realistically for it to be a quality chance. I mean, obviously, you want to score on this play if you're the Rockets, but
the thing that is going to be playing to their advantage is they have the height advantage for the wide receivers. So if it comes down to it, they can throw it up, and they'll be able to reach over the defenders.
So we'll highlight that here. Miedema's going to split out way right with Wiersma as well. Don't forget, Levi Wiersma's a tall receiver as well. He's 6'3". And it looks like a zone coverage coming out from this defense of the Ithaca Warriors. Dropping pass and pass. Pen Paul. It's a... Oh, and it's the... Oh, my Lord. It is the famous from the Boise State, Idaho, the old pitchback. It didn't... Yeah, I mean, it picked up some yards. It gets them all the way down to about the 7. So they got their 10 back. It's 4th and 7.
Another trick play by Randolph.
And we haven't seen that. So they go quick to the line, 40 seconds to go. Ben Paul in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking downfield. His receiver slips. He's got nowhere to go. He's wrapped up in sack. Oh, he flips it to a lineman. It's a penalty anyways. That's going to be a penalty. You can't flip the ball
out.
to a lineman.
Targeting maybe.
There's a flag on the play late here, but I do believe it's for flipping it to a lineman. You can't flip the ball to an offensive lineman. He's not an eligible receiver,
Right.
so Xander Padilla is going to get that's going to be the game with 21 seconds to go. But at the end of the play, there was a play that Ashton Fua was on the ground and he got hit, so I don't condone that at all.
I did not like that.
This is an ineligible receiver, and the Ithaca Bulldogs are going to win this game because the Rockets are out of timeouts.
Yeah, that was interesting play. A lot going on in that play, and at the end of the day, Randolph just not able to capitalize on that drive yet again today. They should just see a knee here, I'd imagine.
Yep, with 21 seconds to go, the Ithaca Warriors are going to beat the Randolph Rockets 7-0. I mean, you really feel for the seniors tonight. We've been through it, Caleb. We've both been through it. I mean, it's always a tough scene. But the hard-fought battle, they fought all the way to the end, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, maybe we can read off the seniors for Randolph one more time for the fans so they can get that recognition. But overall, just a tough loss for Randolph. This one, they're going to be thinking about, I think, for a while.
Well, the Ithaca Bulldogs may be looking out for Royal because they're up 22-20 with 5 minutes left. So we're going to go like this. We're going to say this. Your seniors are Levi Wiersma, Ashton Fua, Camden Muth, Nick Miedema, Xander Padilla, and Elijah Heppel, and Dylan Redekert. I feel for you all. I've been through it. Caleb's been through it. It's tough. It's just a great season from the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, but you can be proud of. You laid it all on the line here, and it was a hard-fought game. Honestly, it really was. And you go into a hostile environment here in Ithaca, and you put up a 7-0 loss. So nothing to hang your heads for if you're a Randolph fan. I mean, it was a great season and great effort here tonight going against the number 3 seed Ithaca Bulldogs.
So we're going to run a couple ads. We'll come back, give you a little recap. We'll see if we have still some scores going around from around the area, and we will sign off from Ithaca on Radio Plus.
Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here on RP Sports. A final score of 7-0 here from Ithaca. The Bulldogs will move on and either face Ithaca or Royal or Johnson Creek. Royal leads that game 22-20 at the point with 5 minutes to go in a game. But again, Caleb, with 6:18 to go, a 2-yard touchdown run from Wesley Nelson, who really took over that drive.
That was his defining drive, and that was the defining drive of the game. Ithaca able to do it all day. Offensively, they just weren't able to cash in, and then Wesley Nelson able to take control and get quite a few yards rushing on the ground there in that drive, and Ithaca able to deliver the final blow.
Got to check my email here because I want to thank your guys as athletic director for all the hospitality today. I'm not very good with names. I very much don't pay attention to which athletic directors are emailing me because I get a lot of them, but I want to thank everyone in Ithaca for allowing us to come here. Thank you, Chris, for putting that in there. 48-12, Cambria Friesland's going to move on. Just an unbelievable win for them.
Yeah, we really appreciate the hospitality here by Ithaca. I mean, we got a great setup, and congratulations to them for moving on. And I'm glad we were able to get fans from both sides able to watch the action all over the country.
So Zach Tome, it was Zach Tome, and I want to thank him very much for allowing us to come here and covering Randolph, obviously. We were not here to cover Ithaca, but we always like to watch good football. I want to thank, obviously, Nick and Jeff for allowing us to come here as well this week. Just another fantastic week of football we had. I want to see if I can find out some other scores around the area for you RP fans or you Randolph fans.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see if we can pick up that Oakfield score. It is 21-8 still at the moment, in the third quarter with 1:05 to go in a third. And it's Oakfield football inside the red zone on the 8-man sile. We got St. Mary Springs and WLA leading St. Mary Springs 21-14 in the fourth quarter, but it's second and goal for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers at the moment.
Wow.
And Waupun and Mayville, we had the interview with Scott Hilbert right now, so that one is over. That one went to a final. Mayville won 42-6.
Wow.
And the last I checked, the Lamira Lions is another one in the local area that I know is in the playoffs. I didn't get to see Campbellsport versus Berlin. I don't know the score of that game. I wish I did. But Lamira was up 32-0 at half the last time I saw, so they're going to go and move on to level 2. Mayville moves on to level 2 in Division 4. And Springs right now on the ropes in Division 6.
Not looking good for them.
Or Division 5.
Not looking good for them at all.
So we're going to be done today. So I was going to step aside, maybe run one more ad, but I think I got everything through it. So a final from Ithaca, 7-0. The Bulldogs are moving on to take out either Royal, maybe a home game. Oh, Caleb, you bumped my cord. All right, I lost my camera. But the Royal for a home game or either Johnson Creek and have to go to Johnson Creek. But just a fantastic win for the Ithaca Bulldogs today. Defensively, were outstanding against the Randolph Rockets. Couldn't get them inside. They couldn't get inside their own or the offensive side of the 50-yard line until the second half. And the Bulldogs win 7-0. This is Justin Schwartzmiller alongside Caleb Sauer for Radio Plus signing off from Ithaca, Wisconsin.